This is the Jasion RetroVolt YR20 electric bike, and the look is what grabs me first every time. It's got a retro moped vibe with a long bench-style saddle, chunky 20x4 fat tires, a black carbon steel frame, and a clean, low-slung battery that gives it a planted stance. The lighting is fully integrated, bright headlight up front, brake light in the rear, working turn signals, and the LCD display is simple and readable in sunlight. It feels like a modern classic, familiar lines with sharp, techie details, and it turns heads without trying too hard. I've been riding this for 6 months, using it for weekday errands and weekend trail runs. Out of the box, it was about 85% pre-assembled. I had the handlebars and pedals mounted in under half an hour. From my experience, there was some fine-tuning afterward, mainly getting the hydraulic brakes dialed to my liking and tweaking the derailleur so all 7 gears shifted cleanly. Nothing complicated, just the usual post-assembly settling. The bike is not light, and you feel that when moving it upstairs or lifting it onto a rack. On the road, though, that weight translates to stability. Key features that stood out to me are the 1000-watt brushless hub motor, peaks higher when you need it, the 48-volt 20-amp power removable battery, dual suspension, hydraulic disc brakes, and the 20-inch fat tires. A quick explainer if you're new, a hub motor sits in the rear wheel and pushes you forward without needing a chain to transmit the motor's power. PS, pedal assist system, means the bike adds power as you pedal, with multiple levels so you can choose how hard you want to work. Hydraulic brakes use fluid pressure rather than a cable, giving you stronger, smoother stopping with less hand effort. Power-wise, the YR20 is a blast. The throttle response is smooth, and it gets up to the advertised 32 mph on flat, open stretches when the battery is fresh and the tires are properly inflated. On steep hills around my neighborhood, it climbs confidently in higher PAS levels. In my opinion, this is a throttle-first machine. The geometry favors relaxed cruising rather than athletic pedaling. You can pedal it, and the 7-speed drivetrain helps at lower speeds. But once you're moving fast, the pedals feel more like a supportive backup than the main act. If you're hoping to spin like a road bike at high speed, you'll feel the moped DNA right away. The ride quality is what sold me over time. The front fork and rear shocks soak up potholes, expansion joints, and gravel chatter better than I expected at this price. The big tires add grip and cushioning on dirt paths, packed sand, and even snowy mornings when I needed extra traction. The center of gravity feels low, so turns are calm and predictable. I've leaned it into curves on packed gravel without that sketchy top-heavy sensation I've felt on some other e-bikes. For braking, the hydraulic discs bite hard and stay consistent after a proper bed-in. In wet weather, I can stop quickly without the lever feeling mushy. Range has been very respectable. The brand claims up to 80 miles in light PS use. From my experience, riding mixed terrain with PAS 2 to 3 and using the throttle for starts and short bursts, I'm seeing around 45 to 55 miles per charge. If I spend the day cruising fast on the throttle, the range drops, which is expected. One tip, the battery gauge is less linear in the last chunk of charge, so I plan my trips assuming the final third drains faster. Charging the 48-volt 20-amp-hour pack with the included 3A charger takes me roughly 6 hours from low. The battery is removable, which is handy for apartment living or winter storage. Comfort is solid for casual throttle-led riding. The long seat spreads weight nicely, and the upright posture keeps my wrists and back happy. I wouldn't call the saddle plush, but it beats most hard, narrow e-bike saddles. If you're on the taller side, you might find the pedaling position a bit compact. That's just the moped-style layout. I adapted by treating pedaling as a supplement in low-speed zones and leaning on PAS or throttle for the rest. It's perfect for relaxed city cruising, waterfront paths, and rougher side streets where suspension and tire volume matter more than pedal efficiency. Durability has been good so far. The frame and welds look clean, cable management is tidy, and the kickstand is sturdy enough for the bike's weight. I did a spoke tension check at around 200 miles and again after a few harder off-road rides. No loose spokes since. The stock pedals are fine, but I swapped to metal platforms for grip. The drivetrain stays quiet with regular chain lube. I've had no motor or controller issues, and the brakes have held their feel with a simple bleed kit on standby that I haven't needed yet. Tires have resisted punctures well. I've avoided flats by keeping pressure in the recommended range and checking for embedded debris after trail sessions. Controls are straightforward. The LCD shows speed, assist level, battery, and trip data. You can limit top speed if you want to match local rules. There's a simple cruise feature that keeps a steady pace when you hold the throttle consistently, which is nice for long straight paths. No companion app, no GPS, no complicated profiles. In my opinion, that's a plus for riders who want a ride now setup and less fiddling. If you like to tune motor curves with a phone, you won't find that here. A few quirks. It's heavy to carry. The last 30% of battery can drop fast under load, and the pedaling position isn't ideal for spinning hard for long distances. None of these surprised me after I accepted what the YR20 is designed to be. A fun, stable, retro-styled electric moped with pedals for assist and compliance. It nails that purpose and does it with style. From my experience, the real strengths are power that feels confident, suspension that smooths out bad roads, brakes that inspire trust, and lighting that actually makes night riding safer. The look ties it all together. I've had plenty of people ask about it at stoplights, and it's one of the few bikes I've owned where the vibe matches the performance. It's perfect for riders who want to rely on throttle and higher pass levels, commute across mixed surfaces, explore beach paths or packed trails, and enjoy a comfortable, stable ride with strong brakes and real lighting. I'd recommend this for anyone who values easy acceleration and comfort over athletic pedaling and wants a retro design that stands out without feeling flashy. A quick reminder, check your local e-bike rules, especially if you plan to use the higher speed settings on public paths. I keep mine limited where required and open it up only where it's allowed and safe. In my opinion, the Jasion RetroVolt YR20 gives you a lot of bike for the money. Real power, real suspension, legit brakes, and a look that ages well. The trade-offs, weight, less efficient pedaling, and no app, make sense for its purpose. In conclusion, after 6 months, I'm still excited to take it out, and that says more than any spec sheet. If this video helped, subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or your experience with the YR20 in the comments. Thank you for watching.